Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn our first lesson, the history part, heritage of India. 1 to 7 lessons are history lessons. This is a new topic for you. You have not learned till 9th standard the heritage of India. Indian history is thousands of years old. Last year we have learned the boundaries and location of India. India is gifted with natural boundaries. You know that it has Himalayas in the north, Indian Ocean in the south, Arabian Sea in the west, and Bay of Bengal in the east. So in the people who live, or the new descendants of this place is called Indians. Our country is always attracted by the foreigners. So we have got a particular culture. India has 7th place or 7th rank in the area wise, and we have 2nd place in the population. Next we will see the rich and varied heritage. India has got very ancient culture. Our motherland is bestowed with rich and varied culture to us and also to world. This is because of the mutual exchange of different ideas. I told you that many people were mesmerized by the prosperities of India and they came and settled to India. They mixed with the Indian people and their culture mixed with the Indian culture. Sat, Chit, Anand are realized from Indian culture. Then they have accepted the values of non-violence and peace and admired all over the world. Right from the beginning of Indus Valley civilization, people have contributed to the Indian culture because of their intellectuality, ability, talent and skill. Innumerable scholars, thinkers, artists, artisans, sages, saints, scientists and historians have contributed to the growth and development of our culture. Then we have to see that then if it is so, what is the meaning of culture? It is the total of our habits, cultures, total of our habits, customs, traditions, our art, architecture, etc. And this varied culture we have got by our saints, philosophers, scientists, artists, architects, etc. So different period have different culture, because we know if we see the prehistoric period to the modern period, people are not lived in the same way. So always they used their intellectuals and contributed many things to the world and have progressed. So Indian culture have got an important place in the world itself, especially our values of non-violence and peace. So culture means a way of life. It's a way of life. Culture is a way of life of a particular people at a particular time. So we can see the changes in the life of the people because of our public life, social rules, regulations of different societies only. So the next we go to the heritage. The lesson says about the heritage of India. We have a glorious heritage, or we have 5,000 years old culture that leads to a good heritage to India. So if we say heritage, we have to understand that what is heritage. Heritage is the what all things we have got from our forefathers, or the things transferred from Generation to generation, from generation to generation, generation is called heritage. Means all this culture, all our aspects, all our beliefs, everything we have got from our forefathers, and each generation transfers this to the next generation. So that is called heritage. So heritage is a valuable gift of our forefathers. And if we see heritage, we have two types of heritage is there. So we can see that heritage, two types of heritage is there. First one, natural heritage and cultural heritage. Natural and cultural heritage. Natural heritage is the gift of nature. It is the result of close relationship between environment, nature and human beings. It is the result of close relationship. We know that we have a close relationship between, it is the result of close relationship between nature, environment and man or human beings. So we know that what all things we need in our life, everything is satisfied by this natural heritage. The way of living is mainly depend on the natural heritage. So natural heritage includes our landscapes, rivers, plants, animals, etc. So what all things we see in the nature, that all comes in the natural heritage. So natural heritage is the close relationship between nature, environment and man. And examples of natural heritage is our landscapes like mountains, then plateaus, rivers, plants and animals. Now we will see what are the important constituents of natural elements and how it affect in our life. First we take the landscapes. Different forms of lands are the part of our country. We know that different forms of beautiful landscapes are generally formed due to the different shapes of land. So first we take as an example, we can take Himalayas. Himalayas are an example of a beautiful landscape. It is covered with a forest or plants and animals, and the many rivers originate from the Himalayas, and it has beautiful natural scenes also. It has shaped the life of the people of India. Next comes rivers. We know that rivers plays an important role in our life. Without water we cannot live. Indians consider rivers as a Lokmata. Rivers as Lokmata because water is life. We use water for different purposes like domestic purpose, industrial purpose, construction works, and each and everything we need water. And also the scenic beauty of this riverside at dawn and dusk are also given inspiration to many artists, and they have written many dramas, poems and other things and all. Next comes our flora or plants. We Indians are the nature lovers, so we have given important place in our life to the plants also. So we have honored the plants by praying to them like a people tree, banyan tree and tulsi plant and all. And many treatments like Ayurveda, Unani and nature cure comes from these plants only. Next we go to animals. Animals or fauna is a rich heritage, or it also contribute many things to the heritage of a India. Many animals, we know that the Asiatic lions all are only found in the Gir forest of Gujarat. Animals like lion, tiger, elephants, so many animals only can be seen in India only. And many animals have got the status of vehicles of gods and vehicles of gods and goddesses. Gods and goddesses. So that way we give respect to them. And also if we can see our national emblem is also highly valued by having the figures of 4 lions, horse and bull. So these are the 4 important constituents of our natural heritage. So we learned today that first we learned that India, location and area and its boundaries, how we have got rich and varied heritage because of our natural boundaries, and because of our these physical features we have got rich and varied heritage, and we developed all these things with our intellectual ability. The next is meaning of culture. Meaning, we have seen that culture is a way of life. It is the total of our habits, customs, traditions, art, architecture, literature, etc. Then it is a way of life. Then comes the heritage. Heritage is a valuable gift of our forefathers. These are the things transferred from one generation to next generation. And we have seen heritage has got 2 types, natural heritage and cultural heritage. Today we will discuss only natural heritage, and natural heritage is the result of close relationship between nature, environment and man. It includes landscapes, rivers, plants and animals. Main constituents are these things. So we have seen that different types of landscapes are there, and rivers are called Lokamata, plants with plants, Ayurvedic medicines and different trees are honored and worshipped in India, and animals also have got an important place in Indian history. So okay, I conclude with this. Tomorrow we will see or learn the next topic, cultural heritage of India. Thank you.